How are you? Stuart, Kroll. Starting the new year, I would like to think and like to be optimistic that we can make significant progress for the horrible plight facing cats in the town of North Hempstead. We have an RFP that has to be reissued, which I'm told will be in the next week or so. I believe a number of veterinarians have already signed up to participate in this program. Our once monthly TNR program is woefully inadequate to meet the needs of an ever-expanding feral cat situation. Cats multiply at a geometric rate, and there's tremendous suffering by these animals on our streets. This suffering can never be alleviated while this town has no cat shelter. As stated previously, we're the only town on Long Island that has no cat shelter. Our voucher program will help somewhat in controlling the unchecked growth of cats on our streets. We need to ask ourselves, what can we do to limit the suffering of these animals? As a basis of comparison to most other towns, notably Hempstead, if a citizen finds an injured cat at any time of day or night, they can bring it to the shelter where it will be treated by their vet at no charge. Our town is a wealthy one. Why do we have a dog shelter but no cat shelter? Our dog shelter is built on a landfill and is in a state of woeful disrepair. Through the State Companion Grant Program, which is specifically earmarked to help animal situations, most notably municipalities, we have poured hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money in trying to fix these problems. In 2019, the $200,000 we received had to be returned in part because the work was never completed. This grant money could have been used toward the construction of a shelter for both dogs and cats. There were also problems with the grant allocated for 2023. The option also exists of the town of buying or leasing a residential property solely for the use of placing cats. The Ladue Sanctuary, for instance, in Oyster Bay, is a house turned into a beautiful facility for cats. I would like to point out that educating citizens that we have no cat shelter is vital towards procuring one. The flyer for our holiday pet drive clearly asks for donations of cat food, litter, and cat toys. This is clearly misleading taxpayers into thinking that we have a facility for cats. The flyer should have stated that whatever was donated to this worthy cause was going to a facility somewhere in Suffolk County. It's important to realize that not only are the cats suffering needlessly, but animal lovers, of which there are many in our fine town, can do nothing except pay out of their already overtaxed pockets when they encounter a stray or injured cats on the street. There's no place to bring these cats, and the situation must be resolved. Also, we need to understand, for instance, that Hempstead only takes in socialized cats. The cat shelters are not taking in feral cats. That's very important to realize. What we can expect of a cat shelter, when cats are fixed through the town, our monthly once-a-month program, they need to be recovered at the shelter. To let them loose immediately is medically unsound and cruel. The main purpose of a cat shelter is not to take feral cats off the street, but to help citizens who are forced to surrender socialized cats for various reasons, either serious illness or death. A few years ago in Port Washington, there was a 35-year paramedic named Fred Fate who died unexpectedly. He had 6 cats and no provisions for them. The town could do nothing for a man who served the town for 35 years. Animal advocates, fortunately, were finally able to place these cats, which was pretty amazing, actually.
Time, please.
I'm almost done. A cat shelter will not be holding mostly feral cats, but rather socialized ones, while owners
Your
have...
3 minutes over.
What's
Please.
that?
Time, please. Your 3 minutes are over.
I'm almost done. So you'll let me finish. Where owners have had tragedy befall them. Yes, there will be cats that are they're injured and sick on the streets and must be treated at taxpayer expense. This is the mark of a civilized society to help alleviate suffering, and a volunteer program can get homes for these socialized cats. This is not about politics, but simply about common decency and compassion. Thank you.
Thank you.